Hey, I'm Mark Romanek. Stick around, we're going to do a nice little test ride video today on a new boat by Starcraft. It's called the Stealth 166 Side Console. As you can see, this is a serious little fishing machine. I can't wait to put it on the water and see what she has. The Stealth 166 is a new model for Starcraft for 2016. Comes in several variations. Comes in a single console, which we're going to talk about now. Also comes with a walkthrough and also a tiller version as well. All vinyl on the floor. This is a riveted boat, an entry-level style boat, but a really nicely set up boat for a serious fisherman who doesn't want to spend a serious amount of money on a fishing boat. Let's start with a little discussion about the console on the Stealth 166. We're sitting here in front of the command center and it's got all the gauges that you need right here. Obviously your tack and your speedometer and your fuel gauge and stuff are right here where you need it. This boat comes standard with a Humminbird graph as an OEM standard. All of your toggle switches for things like bilge pumps and navigation lights have lights on them, so when you hit them on, you can tell when they're indexed, you can tell that they're on. There's also a 12-volt accessory plug here, which is nice, so you want to charge your cell phone while you're out fishing. That's a nice feature as well. Underneath the console, there's plenty of room for storage for things like tackle boxes. So all in all, the Stealth console is set up really nice for fishing. I'm sitting on the bench seat back here in the 166 Stealth, and it's very comfortable. There's enough room back here for a couple people to ride while the boat's on plane. Of course, you got a couple seats forward, so you can take very easily 4 people fishing in this boat in comfort. But more importantly, this bench seat that I'm sitting on is going to fold down, and when it folds down, it's going to convert into an elevated casting deck. Let me show you how that shapes up. As you can see, it takes about 10 seconds to convert this rear casting area into an elevated fishing deck. Lots of room up here. It's all vinyl on the top, so it's going to be easy to maintain and keep looking new. There's 2 seat-based configurations back here, which I like because you can change the seat whichever is more comfortable for you, depending on maybe someone's fishing on that side of the boat and you want to even out the weight distribution. You can put that other person on the opposite side of the boat. So well thought out raised rear fishing deck here. Good platform for fishing. Not only is the elevated casting deck a comfortable place to fish from, but it has some functional features of the boat as well. For example, your battery storage is going to be underneath this. Your gas tank storage is going to be underneath this as well. So that raised rear deck at the back of the boat is not just for fishing, it's also some functional capabilities of the boat as well. The Stealth 166 has got some really nice dry storage options. I'm sitting here on the port side of the boat and there's a locker, and when I open it up you can see that it's long and narrow, but it's plenty deep and plenty long for full-size trolling rods like I have in here right now. The starboard side box is not as long as the one on the port side, but it's still long enough to hold up some interesting storage capabilities. Things like your navigation light pole. These things are always hard to find a place in the boat to store. Fits in here nicely. Also going to store some bulky items, things like planer boards, that type of stuff are going to fit in here nice. So this starboard box is a good place for lots of little odds and ends. Keeps everything nice and neat in the boat. The Stealth 166 side console has got a ton of storage in it. We already talked about the rod lockers that are on the port and the starboard side of the boat. In the floor of the boat, there's another locker that opens up, which gives you additional rod storage down here right in the center of the floor of the boat. This hole in here is big enough for 6 different trolling rods in there. So all total in this boat would be pretty easy to stow 8 rods. That's impressive in a boat the size of a 16-footer. That's very impressive rod storage. I moved up here onto the casting deck of the Stealth 166 side console, and man, it's a great platform for fishing. On the floor is all vinyl, which is ideal for a fishing boat. You're going to be able to keep this boat nice and clean and well maintained. The most important feature up here in my mind is the live well. It's huge. The live well up here is big enough to store fish like muskie, trout, salmon, walleye, you name it. It's also divided so you can separate your catch. But even more important to me, it has a bait well function in it as well. So if you want a live bait fish with minnows, you can keep your live bait frisky as well. So the live well, the aerated live well, really nice feature up here. You know, another nice feature of this casting deck is there's a super big dry storage compartment. In fact, it's so big, I got the mooring cover stored in it right now. That's a really nice feature. And like I've said before, the dry storage in this boat is very impressive in a 16-foot boat. You can also see that this boat comes equipped with an electric motor, and it comes equipped with a quick disconnect on the electric motor. You've heard me talk about that before. It's very nice to be able to put an electric motor on when you need it for certain applications and take it off and stow it when you don't need it as well. So all in all, I would say that the Stealth console up here is set up extremely nice for fishing. The Stealth 166 side console is 15 foot 10 inches long down the center line. It has a beam of 85 inches and has a maximum horsepower capacity of 90 horses. As a new model, as a fishing boat and as an entry-level fishing boat, this one is an excellent choice.